In Hyperdimension Neptunia, the four goddesses are locked in an age-old war for superiority. Three of them decide to team up against the fourth one temporarily in an attempt to bring a bit of change to the world below. Oh, did I mention that this war is known as the Console War, and the world below is called Game Industry, with an I at the end, of course. Yeah, it's finally gotten to the point where a game revolves around making fun of the Console War. So, big tits over there is the Xbox 360, the 12-year-old looking one is the Wii, Whitehead is the PlayStation 3, and the purple-haired one is Sega. If you don't believe me, here's the line Neptune says right before she gets kicked out.
Doesn't matter. Even against the three of you, Neptune does what you all don't.
She falls down to Game Industry, of course gets amnesia, gets contacted by an imprisoned talking book, which tells her to go save the world, and thus the game begins. I'm sure you've noticed by now that this is a cheery-looking anime game. The graphics are cartoony and good quality. The character and enemy designs are pretty unique and nice to look at, as long as you enjoy the anime art style. So, the combat system. It's a turn-based RPG, and with those words I'm sure many of you have immediately decided to skip this game. But actually, the combat system is surprisingly in-depth. It uses a combo system which is both vast and customizable. You learn skills as you level up, and you can put these skills in various combo chains as you see fit. These skills include summons, and for each character you can pick what one of their summons look like. You can pick any picture that meets the size parameters to be the summon. This works as good as still image can for a summon. The picture shows up, dances around a bit, and then it goes to the attack animation. It's a neat idea that I hope to see get expanded upon in future games. Now, the music is unfortunately quite bland and generic, which is disappointing given how flashy and peppy this game is. You would think the music would match. Sadly, the music does not fit with the rest of the game. The voice acting is a lot better than you would expect from a game like this. You can tell that the actors actually enjoyed working with the script, which is a nice change of pace from a lot of other JRPGs. There are three problems I have with this game. Two are minor and one is major. The first minor problem is how you use items. Instead of going to the menu and choosing an item, then which item you wanted to use, all item usage is automatic-ish. Each character has their own item skills, and they learn more as they level. They have a set amount of item points, which also goes up as you level. Allocating points into a specific item skill will increase the chance that the item will be used if the specific item's parameters are met. This unfortunately means no healing when you know you really need it if the character decides not to do it. It also means no healing between battles, even though you do heal when you leave a dungeon. When you get to a certain level, you can have the use rate be 100% of the time that the parameter is met, but it's still a pointless annoyance. The second minor problem is the lack of an install feature. PlayStation 3 games need an install feature as Blu-ray load times are quite slow. The load times aren't bad if you compare it to previous console generations, but compared to modern load times, they're just awful. The major problem, however, is of course an unintentional glitch. A lot of side quests are repeatable and graded. The grade is based on how long it takes to finish. The time you get can be uploaded to leaderboards. This is all fine and dandy, unless of course the game tries to upload your time and fails. You'll get a message saying connection timed out, at which point the game will freeze. This happens every time it fails to connect. Since there's no in-game option about leaderboards, the only way around it is to turn off the internet connection to your PlayStation 3. If you don't care about leaderboards, this isn't a problem, as you just have to remember to disable the connection before you start playing. If you do care about leaderboards, or like to message friends while gaming, then this will be enough to make you skip the game. And as of this recording, I have not heard of any plans to fix this issue. I don't know about the patch procedures on the PlayStation 3, But if they're as ass backwards as it is for the Xbox 360, the bug will likely be around for months after they decide to fix it, and that's even if they decide to do anything about it at all. But, overall, the game is an enjoyable JRPG with a really good combat system. It's full of game references and anime cuteness. Your friends may make fun of you for enjoying a game like this instead of playing modern Graham Brown War Shooter 17, but you'll have fun, so that's all that matters. Plus, if you're that worried about it, you'll most likely have to be offline when playing this anyways to avoid the game freezing. Thank you for watching, and see you next time.